Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that dial. We have a very good show, a very important show. My guest is Reverend Robbie Robinson. And Robbie is a good friend of mine, and we've known him for many years. And his mom, she was worked in the pharmacy in Montgomery Hospital many years when I was a patrolman in Norristown. And now little Robbie was a little guy, and now he grew up to be a real important person and helping people, helping families helping people. And he also traveled to Haiti. Now, right now, Haiti's in the headlines all over the world, talking about some of the problems. They had the earthquake there. A lot of people suffering during the earthquake, and they're still suffering. And a lot of money was sent there. And now they're starting to wonder where the money, nothing being done. And my guest today was there before the earthquake, and he was there after the earthquake. And I can't think of anybody in the immediate area that's been there other than maybe President Bush and Clinton. So my hitman here from Norristown, Pennsylvania,
hey, Norristown.
Reverend Robbie Robinson. Okay, thanks for being my guest today. You know, we're going to touch on a couple things because he's a homegrown guy here in Norristown, and we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to cover a couple of things. But the most important thing, I know your mom and I used to help people. You know, people needed food, and so we would deliver it, and then finally we got an old pickup truck, and we made deliveries, and people said, I have some old furniture, you know anybody can use it? Yeah, we got somebody can use it. And little by little, your mom, Pearlie Mae Robinson, and you set up what they call people helping people and family helping families.
Yes, sir.
And Robbie, come on, tell me what you do now. Tell me what this is all about here. You're helping people in the immediate area here.
People Helping People, Families Helping Families is a 501c3 organization that we established, and you were a part of that.
Yeah,
helping
us
starting us out. And what we do, we receive donated items, money, groceries, clothing, furniture,
anything,
and we distribute it to needy people. Now, our philosophy is we're not giving a handout, we're giving people a helping hand. So, and that's what, when I was growing up, and my mom was a single mother, she, received a helping hand from time to time.
Right.
She never looked for a handout, but every once in a while, she got a little helping hand to make ends meet or to help get over the hump, as they say.
Right.
And so we just take that philosophy and we try to do that with other people, with families and individuals.
I remember your mom called me one day. She said the lady on Ann Street. A lot of people don't know where Ann Street is, right alongside the Times Herald building.
Yes,
sir. Small houses, one block there, Every once in a while they have a party, block party, They're cooking. What was it? Baked lima beans.
Yes, Sissy Ray.
All kinds of ribs and chicken.
Beans,
Man, that's great.
Good.
And she says, the lady, she don't have a refrigerator. So I called Chain Bar. He says, we have one here, a second-hand one. So, okay. So they got a truck, and they got it. And the doorway, they had to take the door off. They take the door off. They finally got it in there. It was a second-hand one, right?
Yeah.
It was. They plug it in. It was there for about 5 minutes or so. It starts smoking. They had to get it out, and all that trouble getting it out. Then they got another one in there,
One. That's good.
But I remember she called me and says, Cisco, the lady needs it real hot. She's on the 3rd floor. She has 4 or 5 children. You have a fan? Yeah, well, I'll make some phone calls to get it.
That's
one hand helping the other, And so now. You are connected with a group that you travel to Haiti.
Yes.
Now, how many trips have you been made to Haiti?
I've been to the island probably 8 times. Haiti is the island. The island is divided up into 2 countries. The one side is Haiti, and the other side is Dominican Republic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, one side was French occupied. The other side was Spanish occupied.
All I know is Sicily and Sicily, not the bodies.
Yes.
So the two go.
So the island is basically one island.
Republic
is on the right, I believe, and the Haiti is on the left side of the island. Haitian was French, and Dominican Republic was occupied by the Spaniards.
Yeah.
Spaniards. So I've probably I've been to the island
Do you
maybe
speak
about
any
8.
other language? Can you get
Well, I'm
just enough
working.
to get in and out of trouble?
I'm working on Spanish.
Oh, yeah?
I kind of left French alone when I was here in Norristown High back in.
Oh, yeah,
Actually, it was in Eisenhower when I took French in 10th grade, now that I think about it, in Eisenhower. But so I've been there a couple of times. My first trip was in 1989, when I first went there. My most recent trip was in this past year, 2010, March of 2010, when I received a call from a pastor friend of mine from Long Island, New York, called Richard Grubb, named Richard Grubb.
Right.
And he called me up and said, "Yo, Rob, we're going to Haiti, man. You want to come?" I said, "You know me."
Cool.
And he called up another pastor friend of mine, Craig Fauchler, from New Jersey. Marston, New Jersey, sorry. And so we all got together and we flew down to Haiti.
That's 89.
And the last trip, I'm sorry, in 2010. I put we got to raise our own money. So I sent out emails and made calls, and people donated money to me, pick up the tab to go down there. And I got a call from an organization who, one woman works at the hospital where I work at, and her husband heard about it. She told her husband, and his organization donated $10,000 worth of supplies for us to take down to Haiti. And I assured them that with all the problems that you have mentioned with supplies not getting to the people, where's the money at, I assured them that the people that we work with, I work with Pastor Carlo in Haiti.
You're going to see that it gets there.
I'm going personally, and I'll see that it will get to the right people, that it will get to the people and not to the government or what have you. Right. So we were able to do that, to go down and take those supplies.
Well, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and that's very important, that people because of integrity that I walk in, that when people donate to people helping people, families helping families, or organization, or they donate to us to going to take supplies to Haiti or Dominican Republic or Africa, wherever I may go, I guarantee that's where the money is going.
It's not going to be what they say, administrative
costs,
that means
stuff like
right. Phony balonies are taking the money.
Yes,
okay.
You
got to be careful. You got all these, all of a sudden there's a tragedy or something. Oh yeah, and there's always some skunk that's in there smelling everything and lousing everything up.
There was two doctors that I went to and I approached that know me from working at the hospital, and I told them what I was doing, gave them information and stuff, and the one doctor, they both came back to me later on, maybe an hour or two later at different times, and the one doctor looked me in my face and he said, "I wanted to donate to Haiti, but he heard all the horror stories, and until he knew I was going, he knew that the money would get there, and that's when he donated and gave
story.
it."
If you want to swim, you got to get in the water. You got to deal with people that are going to get in the water.
That's right.
I have a lot of people that say, "Well, I'm helping the poor." They write a check.
Yeah.
They don't know where that check is
Don't
going.
know where it's going.
Yes. I mean, I don't want to stop people from giving. But you got to know, where it's going.
Yes, sir.
And now, as a result of this investigation, we have two former presidents are out there knocking their brains out. To raise money, and suddenly turn around and say that nothing's being done. Here, the buildings are still collapsed, so people have these tent cities. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yes. Yes, we saw some of the tent cities down there that you mentioned, some of the UN tent cities that was established, and they're very neat, all in a row, everything. It looks very well maintained, and then you compare that with the homemade tent cities that people establish, and it's run down and infested with diseases.
Did you have to get shots and everything?
Yes. You do anywhere you go over the Dominican Republic, and you're dealing with the people. Like if you go to a resort, you may not have to get it. If you go put a carnival somewhere,
to a foreign country, to get shots. Years ago.
But where we go, yes, we take precautions, and get shots and malaria pills. And
years ago, they said when you go down to South America, don't drink the water.
Don't drink
the wine. But how much wine can you drink? You get bombed.
It's true. You can't drink the water. You really can't.
No, it's got to be bottled water.
Bottled water, yes. Bottled water, yes.
Well, we talk about the bad, but it's going to. I think it takes something like it there to get everybody's attention. Because it's horrible. The that we see on TV, you know, and you brought some pictures, actually, right, that are going to be shown,
Yeah,
right?
they'll show some of the pictures up on the screen of some of the things that we shot.
You took some of them pictures?
I took all the pictures that you'll see.
Oh,
on
yeah?
the, yes,
Oh,
I took
okay.
all the pictures down there. I took a picture of the Capitol building that
It
collapsed.
crumbled, right?
It crumbled, right. I actually stuck they have a fence around it, so I stuck my hand through the fence to take a clear picture of the Capitol building and saw that.
Well, did they have it fenced off like?
Oh yeah, well it's fenced off from before,
Oh, okay.
fenced
Okay,
off. Like the
that's
White
fine.
House,
I
you
see no
can't just,
fence, but you
you
stuck
just
it in.
can't. Yeah, I stuck my hand in there to take the picture. We took pictures of a lot of the rubble. There's pictures of people in yellow shirts. They're paying them $5 a day to pick up rubble, and all they,
Wait, run that by me again now.
they're paying these people $5 a day and they gave them pickaxes, shovels, and what have you, and they were digging the rubble up and throwing the rubble in the back of dump trucks, and they were doing that by hand. Now, for them to do all that, it's going to take our lifetime, their lifetime, and the
Right,
children's
right.
lifetime
Well, what's the
to
matter with
move
the
all
front
that.
landrollers?
Well, there's a couple of things. Politics. Also, the streets are so small, they can't get heavy machinery down
okay.
some of those
Yeah,
streets,
yeah.
Now, when we were down there, I did see a project that former President Clinton had, that when we were riding through the streets, they pointed out to me that's a project that he had, and he had backhoes, and he had the bulldozers and different things cleaning up some of the rubble in some of the areas. So some of that is going on, but some places you can't get those heavy machinery down, so they have to go in with shovels and different things and try to remove that debris. And even still, underneath the debris, there are still bodies still in there.
Then that sickness would come on, the next thing
Sickness, yes. Sickness would come on and what have you. So it was.
Are you planning the next trip? Do you have anything on the agenda, or?
Yes, we're looking to do some things. I still got to talk to my friend.
Talk to people.
Yeah, talk to my friend who I go down with, because he speaks Creole.
Yeah,
he
you don't
speaks the
wanna-
language and stuff. So
an
I wanna
old
go down
Italian
with him.
phrase: "Never set sails in the middle of a storm." So
Yes, I'll go
don't
back,
set
yes.
sails on going down there until it moves. Just wait, find out what the story is. Find out, Now I understand. Just within the last couple of days, the ex-president went back there and they arrested him.
They arrested him, yes.
So I don't know, maybe he went back for more money. I don't know, maybe
Yeah,
that
it
don't make
was
sense.
something. Doesn't make-
But somebody took the money. I mean, they had all these here, movie stars and actresses and all. They put on a big show, millions of dollars. Now,
Millions.
I don't know whether the money went there or it never got there or somebody was bobbing and weaving,
I don't know.
Oh, my
I'll tell
God.
you. One of the we had a couple of projects going on, though, with my friend Craig Fouchler. We got a couple of pictures of him and Pastor Carlo and Pastor Grubb. There's a project with digging wells to get pure water, clean water, for some of the villages that are around there. And so there's a couple of projects. We're trying to raise money for that, to get that up. Also, there's a project to build housing for people. There's an organization out of Houston, the name slips me right now, to help prefab houses. What's needed is to raise money. It's $250. They have the material, but it costs like $250 to erect the structures, so people can have better, decent housing to live
Now,
in.
why can't they? You got different countries that are helping out. And the United States is not the only one that's getting beat up as far as the money. It's other countries gave money too.
Yes.
Why can't they bulldoze that where what they have these tents, level it off, and they get the U.S. Army, and build army tents like a city, when I was in the service down in Atlanta, Georgia. They had tents and they had barracks. How long would it? What's wrong with that?
I don't know why there's more of that.
Why?
I've seen, like I said, I had showed the pictures of the UN tents. So throughout the country, there are those kind of structures erected, but not enough. Not enough. And I agree with you. I don't know why we just can't bulldoze, just go down and.
Like spending all that money. The army could tents, army barracks.
Yeah. Did you know the president of Venezuela? his name slips my mind right now, but the
Yeah.
president did, you know what I'm
he's
talking about.
What the heck's his name?
He erected 10 cities down there.
He bet. Oh yeah.
But he
Well,
probably
he's
got
only
some.
doing it to butter his.
You
side,
know, but even so, a lot of different countries have come in to try to help.
I went down to Venezuela to referee a fight, and they're not too friendly down there for Americans, even then, and I'm talking about 30, 35 years ago,
Yes.
And so he don't, he don't like the United States,
Is it Chavez?
But I think, I don't know if he was ever a boxer, maybe he got hit too many punches in the head or something, but he's a little stonado in Italian, that means, hitting on a couple cylinders, But he, every once in a while, if he does good, all right, you got to do something good. Maybe the good Lord is talking, whispering in his ear, help him out. He got a lot of oil down there, so that's why everybody's respecting him. Other than that, they were kicking him in the butt. But now, we're reading the paper about this congresswoman that got shot, and it's getting to be a point now where leaders of the community, and also state, local, and all, got a lot of wackos out there.
Yeah,
You don't know what
what
they're going to kill you for. They're going to kill you maybe because you're too religious or whatever. I don't know, but I was watching that, and I was watching that sheriff from out Tucson. I mean, being a former police officer, all my training as a police officer, when you're making an investigation, you want to know who, what, where, when it happened, and why it happened. If you find out during your investigation, okay, but you're not a psychiatrist. You're not. That's leave that to somebody else. You find who, what, where, when, why. Find out, and next, but when you get the cameras on there, he's the big shot. He already knows who did it because somebody made some kind of speech or something. Well, everybody's going to call everybody names and different things, when they're campaigning. So I just, as a former policeman, I said that sheriff is out of line. I don't think, I'd hate to have a sheriff do that here in Montgomery County. We don't have it. We have good law enforcement, good trained guys, and they're not, when they get in front of the camera, they're not going to be actors. So now, one other thing, we talk about the shooting where people carrying guns. When you were down there, do you see many people carrying guns?
Oh, yeah.
It's very visible, right?
Actually, yes, very visible. Actually, we went out to...
Do you ever witness anything really wacko, or not wacko, but that wouldn't happen in the streets of Norristown or the United States?
I remember one year we were there, and there was, we were warned that the taps, the cabs that they drive around in, they were going to go on strike, and if they went on strike, we were supposed to take cover because it was going to explode. Going to be, it was going to be a lot of violence carrying on. And so while we went there, but it didn't happen. But what we did, we had came after there was a riot, and we saw, bodies in the street burned and what have you.
I mean, they burned as a result of what?
Rioting and people and setting them on
fire
fire.
bombs and stuff.
Yeah, setting the people on fire and.
But they warned you that.
They warned us. They warned us that we're supposed to take shelter and run into stores or what have you.
Yeah, it's almost like in the Army where we used to go sure.
Yeah.
They would red light district. Stay away. The prostitutes there. So they couldn't go there. But over here, different stores. Red light district was murder.
Oh yeah, they approached us driving through the streets and stuff with M16s and well, not maybe not M16s, but
but you see
automatic
people carrying guns and
carrying guns. When we went to a church.
To see policemen carry guns. That's all.
We actually went to a church service on I think it was a Wednesday night or something like that. We hired an armed guard to drive with us.
Go with you.
Yes, because what they would do at night, they would rob anybody who was Caucasian. They would assume that they had money and assume that they had, maybe Americans or something like that. And so we hired an armed guard to ride with us in the car. So as we went to the church, we did what we had to do, and then when we drove back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking, but get on your computer and hit like Peru, Haiti, and then travel warnings. The State Department gives out travel warnings, And then it tells you that, okay, in Peru, don't travel at night.
Right.
Make sure they oh my God, you think, hey, what am I going to do? They hijack the buses, they hijack the cars, in different countries. I mean, in South America, Mexico, you know. So
We heard of a
people
number.
go down there on vacation. That's nice, you know. But yeah, I think they ought to give you. They charge you so much for the plane, so much for the hotel, and they ought to give you so much for a guard to walk with you. You know?
Yes.
But you know, maybe our gun laws here are a little bit. But I was reading a little book, something in Italy, in Italy, and I've just bumped into this here. To get a gun permit to go hunting, okay,
Yes.
you have to be 18 years of age.
Okay.
Then you have to take a course on the rules and regulations about the gun. And then, let me see, I have to put my glasses on here. All right, and then you have to take out a liability insurance. To get a hunting license, you have to take out liability insurance. And you must have a receipt for where you bought the gun.
Yes.
Okay? I mean, that way you know that it's not a stolen gun. And you can hunt any place as long as you don't have a fence.
Yes.
Okay? If they have a fence there, you can't go over there. But you can't shoot no more than maybe 100 yards from a house.
Yes.
So in other words, if you're chasing a deer or a rabbit or a fence, and you can shoot it, it's right on this guy's property. You don't have to ask the guy's property as long as he has a fence. Okay. You know, but I like this because there's not that many people hunting now. Years ago there was because of the house development and all. But I think there should be, just like a driver's license, you have to take a course in driving, something about the rules and regulations. I think that should be mandatory. And I don't know, looking in about that liability, I don't know what the scoop is on that. That would be something.
Yes.
That'd be something to think about, you know.
It would, yes.
So, all right, now, when you get a call for this year, people helping people, where sometimes you have a little group at the Carver Center where you put all your clothes and stuff out, and people tell me about that.
We have maybe twice a year we have a clothes giveaway, and clothing and whatever we have, whatever we have, furniture, whatever we have. That we have it like twice a year. We try to have it in the spring and the fall of the year. Most recently, we've been holding it at the Siloam Baptist Church on Willow Street, 1100 block of Willow Street, and so.
What's this now?
Siloam Baptist Church, that's where, most recently, that's where we held it, on Willow Street. 1300 block, I'm sorry, I said 11, it's 1300 block of Willow Street. That's where most recently we've been having it. We still get calls for pickups to pick up, you know, different items. However, the truck that we have is getting a little old, and we need a truck desperately.
Let me ask you, there's a place out there, it's Logan Square, where the studio was going to be. And I see people bringing furniture and clothing and stuff. They bring it in the back and they sell it out front.
Yes.
Now, what's the scoop on that? Is this guy religious? Where's that money going?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I never saw so many people giving stuff there. They're giving it, you know, real good stuff, and then they put it at the back, and then they sell it in front.
It may be a consignment shop. I really don't know.
You ever been there?
I have never been in there.
I mean, you go out and take a look at that.
I've
and here
been
you
by
are,
there,
you're getting food, different items, and you're giving away
And
for
we're
nothing.
giving it away. Yeah. Well, that's our.
And they're getting it for nothing, and they're selling, they're making profit.
Yeah. What we do is like.
And they're not paying any taxes.
Right. Correct. Maybe, I don't know. But see, I only can speak for us because we get the items and we give them
Well,
away.
somebody ought to look into that.
We asked for donations because you have to run. Like I said, we
You're
need.
certified,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
right?
yeah, we're certified. But we look for donations and stuff. Like I said, we're using a vehicle that's 1990 and is rusting and running down. So we do need another vehicle to go continue what we're doing. But we don't sell the items. I mean, if somebody gives me something, how can I sell it? If you give it to me.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was religious, but I don't see no religious thing. It's a guy's name or something.
I don't know. It's a
Little
thrift shop,
camouflage.
that's all I know.
And I don't know if and because it's, they're giving stuff, they're taking stuff for nothing, but selling it, and they're getting tax-free. I don't know.
I have no idea.
If somebody would start asking questions that's running the town, because we're looking for money. The only way we're making money right now, I know, is putting tickets on cars when it snows. And I think somebody will look into that. I think there should be a little bit of a delay before you start putting tickets off there at snow, because well, you got to move your car on Thursday or Friday or so, and you can't go and take somebody else's spot that dug it out. They should wait at least the snow melts pretty well before you start putting tickets on. It's unbelievable. If that's the only way you're going to make money, the town's going to get down the drain. And one other thing, street lights in Norristown. You know, I live in a 1700 block of Powell. There's only 2 lights.
Yes.
The back alley has 5 lights. It looked like Broadway. And and then there's no lights in front of Montgomery
dark.
Hospital.
Yeah, it's
There's
dark.
no street lights in that block in front of a hospital.
It's dark.
Okay, where people go there to purse snatching would be, you know, that's fertile land for purse snatching. And the only streets that have it is when there's a drug area. Somebody's a crime. They put lights up there, light it up. Then may I have to get a couple of druggies to move in my block so I get some lights. We'll talk about that. Dave Forrest, you listening? Okay. Now, how old are you?
I'll be 53.
You're 53.
I'll be 53 the 27th
And you're
of this
married?
month. Yes.
And have children?
3 children.
3 children. And your wife's name?
Monica.
And did she help you?
Oh, yes.
Huh?
She helps me, yes. Yes,
And
she
you live where? In
East Norton. I live
Right,
in East
right.
Norton, yes.
And now, and you're also head of security at Montgomery Hospital.
Montgomery Hospital, yes.
That's my man. I remember when you were applying for that job. And
Yeah.
who was the administrator then?
Oh, boy, back then it was, oh, my goodness.
He was a nice guy.
He was a nice
Yeah,
guy.
well, he was my
Yeah,
friend. I
yes,
said, hey, take care of my buddy.
Yeah,
I don't know if that helped you get the job and all.
yes, yes,
But
it
I'm
did.
proud of you,
Yes.
of what you do at the Montgomery Hospital. Very people are secure there, you know, as far as crime, and also what you're doing to help people.
Yes.
Here in Norristown,
Yes.
that people helping people,
Yes.
families helping people,
yes.
and you're going to Haiti and helping
Yes.
people that the whole world should be helping.
Oh, yes.
So I'm so proud that you're my guest on Martin Luther Day, Martin Luther King Day.
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir.
What do you think Martin Luther King would say about Haiti today?
That we need to get down there and help them.
Right. He would be down there bobbing and weaving.
Bobbing and weaving,
I think
we need
that
to
he
get down
was
and
a
help
pretty
him.
rugged guy, you
Yeah,
know?
he was.
Do you know he
Yeah.
was arrested 30 times?
Wow, yes.
30
Wow,
times.
30 times.
And boy,
you know,
that means a
Yeah.
guy had guts.
had guts, yes.
Never lost a fight in the dressing room.
That's
Okay.
right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for allowing us to come in. And we're commemorating this show to Martin Luther King and my good friend Robbie Robinson, and from Norristown, Pennsylvania.
Norristown.
So, God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you next show. Okay? Robbie!
Yes, sir.
Thank
God bless.
you.
God bless.
God bless. Boom, boom. Everything's all right.